Lee Sin into Corki makes Corki seem really strong here, actually. And now if it's top Corki, and he ends up flexing Lee Sin at the top here instead, that could work out.
So far, Sponge is going to be spotted on this ward, but is that going to be enough to actually save Diablo and Kellen here? Diablo with that burst fire does show Sponge that they know where he is. It's okay. Will the Qs land? What are we going to get as they immediately get rid of Kellen? That's a real comfortable one, and they actually drop the aggro so quickly. Oh no, now it is just Zeri by herself, but Raptor is coming up. Vikler is there as well. The Lee Sin's in mid, and Andal is most likely dead. Lazyfield going to give up the Ghost, so it's a 1-for-1 in the end, as Sponge will find himself a bowling ball, but remember, Vikler is still here. So a dangerous maneuver. Yeah, as Sponge just walks up, avoids the Prowling Projectile, which hasn't really been hitting so much here, as Raptor puts the Dragon at 1 health, and then just swings his flail around. That is plates going over, though, as DRX almost able to get 2 of them. Yeah, they can.
Lost, so I guess the idea is let's just keep, Diablo at bay here, try to take away as much farm as possible, but not going to end up committing any further as Raptor is coming.
Yeah, immediate cleanse. It's really, really nice. In comes clear, though, as Andal not going to be able to stand beside Lazyfield early enough, I don't think, as there's the flash forward. Diablo explodes and takes down the Ashes. There's the bowling ball, and we're getting a bit tired. Watch out, Eat is not even necessary, as Sponge is running at Mark 10, looking for clear and for Kellen. Winter's Bite will connect beautifully, and there's the spin. It's going to be a triple most likely, as UCal, I think, is going to be gifted this one. Walks over, just needs a Tempest, does have to flash, as it was a lot of wandering here for the Lee Sin, but now he's online as well. He's playing this on purpose. We know that. And now Andal's going to miss the Winter's Bite. They do find the ulti, as Lazyfield is very dead, but can they get the rest of them out of there? That's the question. It's a double kill. That's a 4-in-1 Zeri.
Zeri moment.
We might be certifying it, Wolf.
I 100% am. 4 kills now. I mean, that's a gold lead you can really feel.
Yep, Sponge is going to be able to walk out with at least one of these, so not going to be giving away a feat of strength, but still, this is dangerous. Oh god, that equalizer placement pretty nice. Is now clear, trying to dance around. Rich finding some angles here as Vikler is almost dead, but he is not the main character. Arrow going to connect onto Raptor. And UCal going to be able to follow that one up really nicely. Sponge coming in, doesn't land the bowling ball, but it doesn't matter. He's going to spin around on top of the Piggy.
Some of these lanes a little bit better, but like it's really the Lilia that's the big problem, the big lead, and she's very squishy. She's very easy to pick. So if she's just blown up before a team fight happens, that could be huge. But Clear is the one who's in danger first.
Yep, there's the kick, there's the watch out Eat there as well. But Clear is going to survive with the help of Kellen. Vikler able to take down a big shutdown on this Lilia. And I feel like UCal isn't quite getting the value that he's looking for, and now he's taking the turret when he really doesn't want to. Extender beam coming on in there as DRX, they're not going to be distracted. They want to kill the Corki, and they will be able to do so, as Raptor going to be able to grab the second dragon here at the same time.
Yeah, this is, with that shutdown onto the Lilia. Still massively ahead over Raptor, but in terms of what these champions do, the Sejuani is okay being a little bit low eco.
Mobility, right? Because there's so much AoE on DRX, and if they do get her in range, then she dies very, very quickly. Just have to see whether UCal can execute it. Big deal. Although, I don't know whether Sponge is too worried. Pulling Shelly out at this point in time. Rich going to be moving over. That teleport is going to be invested. Clear holding onto his for the moment. Immediate cleanse there from Diablo will make Captain Jack happy. But UCal, he just comes over. That's going to help secure this Rift Herald, and Clear now with some time in the bottom lane. Might be able to get something done as well, as Andal and Lazyfield moving back over. Door value is big,
but he needs to get here very, very fast.
Yep, just went back and got that Hurricane, as Clear is on a really long flank. I just don't know whether he's going to even possibly get here in time. Yeah, they're just going to trade for the turret. Raptor was thinking about a possible steal opportunity, and they're not even going to be able to get any meaningful damage onto this mid lane outer turret as well. UCal turns up. It's going to try and push Clear away
in this fight. Keep talking about these two players specifically because they hold so much power.
Oh, yeah. Oh, UCal looking for an opportunity here. Clear. That is not the face check you wanted. Not able to get to the wall in time, and that is just A barbecued Aurora. LazyField now fighting Vikla, and he's got Andal there in front of him.
Miles away, and this fight is so important. Everything else was so well set up, trying to come in and set up for this fight. Just like the last one, they were very late. Remember, they had the 2-item spike for Diablo, but he's not able to get to the Dragon fight in time. This time, Clear's way out in no man's land and gets picked. They didn't even get to have that said team fight. And BNK dropping the ball in terms of shot calling around vision. Don't overextend. Look for picks instead. And that's kind of what they're doing here so far.
Well, Yukao going to get a kick onto Vikla here. Closes the gap. Vikla just sort of standing his ground as Yukao may need some help. There is going to be a flash out from Vikla. He thinks that he'll be able to survive, but the answer is no. And Clear, that's not the teleport you wanted to go for, my friend. That was not it.
Not even close. Unfortunately, Clear is really choking in this one and this fight.
Yeah, Bowling Ball moving over towards the Baron here as the door is given to Diablo. Fair bit of value. Knock up onto Raptor as LazyField is just throwing as many arrows into him as possible. Even the big one as Yukao gets stunned up for quite some time. And they're just buying time, right? Now Otacon is in, and now they're not really too worried about dying.
Like, he's guaranteed dead by the time you're there. Look at the mid lane. The AD carry, your AD carry and your jungler are not even close to this location, so you're just teleporting into your death, unfortunately, in this situation. Yeah. It was just not the right call.
Even without the teleport to come in from Rich at the same time, it would have been pretty doomed as there's a kick. And Diablo is able to get himself out of the way. Arrow going to sail by majestically as well. LazyField looking for the opportunity as Vikla will finally turn up. What?
There, I guess. Anyway, that's going to be sole point here for DRX. 3 Infernal Dragons in a row for this insanely fed Lilia.
That is so much damage.
Like, click on her and let me see that AP.
Yeah. LazyField gets over there for the DPS, and they're chasing Rich for some reason. As the arrow is going to sail down, nails the jungler, and the Baron just goes down. And he was nowhere near, but still managed to hit him with the arrow, which is kind of cute. It's like you're doing your homework when you don't even really need to. As the knock-up on Vikla comes in. They're looking for a little bit more, though. Final chapter does come down. There's the equalizer trying to split up this fight. My God, the amount of damage is absurd. And the last little bit to come on through there as Sponge goes golden.
Sleep.
There's some sleeps as, oh no, this is Lilia's territory now. And Yukao, he'll come on over. And yes, Diablo is pretty strong, but now he has no health and not a lot of opportunities. Still hard for him to get in range, especially without that Q being stacked up.
Diablo
Let's see.
Flash and the shield from the Yuumi.
Yeah, he's actually on the Gromp just to make sure that he can run as quickly as possible.
Hey, look at those little infernal shards on the ground. Speed them out of there. He lives. That's the end of the good news.
Yeah, because that has also bought enough time for Rich to take down an inhibitor turret on this top side of the map. He'll be able to take the inhib as well, as Raptor not going to be able to defend that, especially with the Baron. So BNK lose out on a big fight.
This is going to be a really tough series to recover from for BNK.
Oh yeah, Arrow going to connect onto Diablo as Raptor has that flank angle. Final chapter connecting. As, all right, will they be able to survive? They take down both the jungler and the AD carry. Vikla manages to get a little bit of redemption for Corki, but it's not going to put a W in that column, unfortunately. It is 0-12 territory we're heading to as Rich shows them the flamethrower, shows them the scrappy shield, and then just destroys cats and dogs next to the base. DRX gonna be able to take down the inhibitor turret in the mid lane. They'll take the inhib as well, and I don't think we're gonna get to an Infernal Soul because I don't know whether the Nexus will last long enough for that one to be relevant.
I don't think so. Tragic end really here to BFX. BNK here in what was a very winnable series, but ultimately fell too short here.
We know they have it in them. That's the biggest issue, right?
I know.
Equalizer making sure they're all slowed up. They're never going to get over to this Nexus, and DRX will dispatch of BNK.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.